Last episode, we bought a boat, moved on board, and now we have boat work. It is June 7th, and we need to be above Cumberland Island, Georgia by June 30th, or we don't have insurance coverage. So today we get hauled out to get a swim step put on our boat. Here's our current swim step, which is okay, but a stern thruster was put onto the back of the boat, and we think the swim step will help protect the stern thruster, and it will give Distin a little bit more of an area to go pee and poop. And we are headed over to the yard now. It has been sunny and nice all day until now. But even this, the rain is so warm, it's actually kind of a relief. We just had the survey done, and the haul out showed that the paint was fine, the zincs got changed, so the entire reason that we're getting hauled out is the swim step.
So I see 3 green ones there, that red one there.
That's right.
Okay.
I think that third green is actually part of the intercoastal channel. But in either way, though, we'll leave all those to our right.
Okay.
And there's another red just to the
Yep.
It's about to line up with that green.
Yep.
That red is marking the intercoastal channel. So we're gonna turn before that red.
I see.
And these ones off to the left actually mark the side channel into the anchorage. So we'll go past all the greens and then turn.
And then turn before that red one there.
Before that red one.
Okay.
But once we're in the channel.
And is it marked red because it's a non-red right return? A red right return?
Well, that's the
intercoastal waterway.
That's the intercoastal. So yeah, it's actually as you head northwards, the greens are on your right, and red's on your left, which is tricky because like when you come in Lake Worth Inlet, you're red right returning, and then it switches once you turn and start heading this way, and that can confuse people.
Sounds like it could be confusing. Yes.
Where the channels merge. But it actually extends further out than it shows on the chart now. This is down this area ahead of us that I'm talking about.
Check out these houses. And there are the high rises that are right by our marina that we've been at. Depth finder says 8 feet, 9 feet. 7-9, and our draft is 5-8.
That's from the bottom of the keel, though, close to the bottom of the keel.
Oh, so we've got 8 extra feet. It is pouring down rain. Like not like pouring. I think we have to get off. We're in the straps. This is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. And there she is. She's coming up. This may be blurry because I've got nothing dry on me to wipe off the lens. Look at poor Distin. I just need shampoo and I can take a shower. Look at how pretty she is. Do they see the truck? So they've got up on blocks and now they're scraping all that stuff off.
Not out here, but we got a truck that comes back.
Look at all that stuff. So I came out here Eric's going up to get me a towel because I've got to catch a ride and I'm soaked. Well, I probably look a little like a mess. We are on the hard. There's the boat's home for, I thought, a week and a half, but I keep hearing 2 weeks today. The list just keeps getting longer. Distin's learning to enjoy the boatyard. Day 2. In the past, we've only had a ladder going up the back of the boat, but on 5520, our swim step was farther out, which gave you a little more room to walk. Eric splurged on this. We thought it was going to be like $9 a day. Instead, it was like $19 a day. But considering how much Distin and I go up and down together, because she goes everywhere with me, it's pretty nice to have a ladder. We also have electricity that runs into the boat. This here they call the tower. It is our air conditioning. Yesterday, Eric and Matthew worked on the through holes. With 2 people, it goes a lot faster. These are the through holes, these little holes that are in the hull. I followed along and documented which through hole went to what. Like there's one for the master shower and sink, which was clogging up, so hopefully that's going to take care of it. Of course, I don't know if it was taken care of because during that process, Matthew figured out we had a leak under our sink, so he took out a pipe or hose. He took out a hose and he's replacing that today. When we pulled the boat, we were really surprised to see how much growth was on the bottom of it compared with at the time of the survey. And apparently down here in the warm water, you have to clean the boat a lot more, and that hadn't been done, so we have a mess. That is our wing engine's propeller. Look at it, it's gross. That's our main engine propeller. Again, gross.
This is after they scraped off all this stuff when it came out of the water.
So because of that, we have extra work on the bottom to get it painted and waxed. This is our stern thruster. As you can tell, we got all kinds of barnacle growth in there. And it was practically useless as we were coming into the hull to get hauled out. So it's got to be cleaned up. And you can see that the zinc is off. It was just replaced, but I guess we're replacing that again. See how that the stern thruster kind of sticks out from behind the boat? Eric didn't like that, and so we are having a swim step fabricated to go onto the back of our existing swim step to be wider, and that will protect the stern thruster, plus it will give Distin a little bit more area to go pee. As we come up the stairs, there is now blue stuff to protect the swim step. And we've got mats to try to pick up stuff. And this is the hose that comes in from the air conditioner. And it has to go down and through the lazarette door. It rains like crazy here in the evenings, so this blue tarp is protecting our lazarette from getting totally soaked. Not too bad. Well, here's the beginning of our swim step. I guess I have to go pick out some wood today. What are you doing?
Pulling some very rusty chain.
Oh, is that our chain?
It's our chain.
No way. What? I thought it was okay.
Well, it's usable, but it's worse than the last one.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna check to see how much a new set of rope would cost.
That looks horrible.
It's better on the other end. This is the stuff that's been sitting out in the bottom of the chain locker, getting all the salt water on it, because I don't imagine that when you pull it in, it's been rinsed off before it gets sitting in all that salt.
Oh, that's ugly. Worse than the last boat, huh?
Much worse.
Is a chain at least going to be cheaper?
Yeah.
Is a chain at least going to be cheaper?
Well, when you get a chance.
3/8?
3 is, I've logged into West Marine. You need to log into West Marine Pro and see if there's $3,200, $3,100 on West Marine. So maybe West Marine Pro is a little less.
You could also ask James.
Yep.
Yeah. The discouraging things about this is we're repeating what we've just done on another boat. Oh well, it will be the best in the long run. Still working on the swim step. This is what I have to dance over now to get up and down the ladder. Gotta go across that scaffolding and then down that ladder. It's a little more difficult with the dog because I always have the dog with me. Somewhere during the night or this morning, somebody came along and put caution tape up there. It's a little hairy, but it's manageable. Well, there's our boat washers leaving. So I guess they just did the water line and they're just testing out product. They don't want to take too much off because then they do harm, I guess. So he says he'll be back after lunch. There he goes. So there's Eric up there trying to get the chain down. And here's the chain. And as you can tell, the deeper he went in the anchor well, the worse it got. So he was hoping to be able to just switch them the other way, like put the anchor chain that Hampton used a lot next to the anchor. But that stuff's even worse. So I guess I'm gonna go price out the chain. Well, it rained. And all those people who said they were gonna come back, they haven't come back. He's found out that he needs new chain. So I guess he's trying to remove the old chain from the anchor, which doesn't look like much fun. We put water down the hole in the, what do you call that place that holds the anchor? Anchor well. Put water down the anchor well and it didn't come out, so we're kind of wondering where it's going. This is what boating's about, guys. It's not just the fun. At this point, I'm getting a little worried. The people who are supposed to be polishing the hull, they haven't finished. And pretty soon we're gonna have somebody coming to paint the bottom. Not quite sure how that's gonna work out if it doesn't get done. I'm kind of getting a little worried. Well, today looks like a better day. They are they are fixing the davit, putting in the new tank that they fabricated and painted so it's all nice and white so we can see if there's any leaks in the future. So this is pretty exciting. Also, we have our new life raft on board. Hate paying for these things, but I'm guessing that when we need it, if we need it, please never need it. But if we need it, we are going to want it.
also, a slot.
Today is an awesome day. Yesterday was kind of frustrating. It rained. We didn't get much done. But today, all kinds of people showed up. We have over there working with his crew to get the swim step off. Yeah, Tech is here. They brought our life raft and hydraulic stuff for the davit. Now, if maybe the hull polishers will show up. Well, I'm off. I've got to go get some safety equipment for our survey response and some smoke and CO detectors. I'm also starting to figure out our itinerary or a plan if we need to do the intercoastal waterway. I've never done that before. This is all new. I have a book from Bob, and I'm gonna go get a newer one because I hear he's actually the expert and that there's actually a website. So hopefully that helps us a lot. Distin's just excited to get off the boat. I just got back from running around. I had to get flares and smoke and CO alarms and bags for the filters. I can see what's happening. So these are our little canisters that have our little flare guns. And we had the flares, but they were expired, so I got another one. And on top of it, I got some 3 handheld flares.
All right, so you should be twice as fast.
Very true. Very true.
Cam, do you need this one off too?
No, correct. No, this is just one.
So these guys are changing the coolant in the engine. I would show you closer what they're doing, but there's no room for me in there. So apparently they need some more work on this. So they went back to the shop and they'll be back later today.
So the windlass was noted on the survey as very loose. I characterize it as ready to fall off the boat, take your anchor and rode and everything else with it. Not quite sure how folks swim tonight, but anyway, we're gonna pop this top off here, pop the motor out in the shaft down into the chain locker. On this boat we don't have access to the chain locker, so it's through the head and forward. But you can see what was going on with the hose pipe. And the stripper goes here to make sure that you're not going to bind up or double up your chain. It's hanging here. It's supposed to go in between these 2 things. And it's well, this is the good one. The bad one that I can't find right now is almost a S shape. Anyway, we're gonna fix that today.
Well, Yacht Tech just left, and even the polishers have shown up. So this is cool. They're out there working hard. All in all, it was a pretty productive day. The boat's a mess again. It seems like every time we start doing something, we have to take everything out and then it gets messy again, but we have progress. Lots of progress.
We're starting to make progress, but we've been on the hard for almost a week. Hit that subscribe button and join us next week for the continuation.
Havaseas you next time.